A few weeks ago, something happened in the AI world that most people scrolled right past. But honestly, it should have stopped you cold. Anthropic, one of the most powerful AI companies on the planet, accidentally leaked their own source code to the entire internet. Not just any code, the internal source code for Claude Code, their flagship AI assistant used by millions of developers and businesses. And buried inside that leak, features that Anthropic never wanted you to know about. A frustration detector, an undercover mode. I'm Maya, and today I want to talk to you straight about what was really in that leak, why it matters for anyone using AI tools in their business, and the concrete steps Anthropic can take right now to earn back your trust. Because here's the thing, this isn't just a tech story, this is a trust story. So let's start with the facts, because there's a lot of noise out there, and I want to give you clarity. On April 1st, 2026, and yes, the irony of that date is not lost on anyone, Anthropic accidentally exposed the source code for Claude Code to the public internet. Now, when most people hear source code leak, they think, okay, hackers, stolen passwords, my data is at risk. And while those are legitimate concerns, the deeper issue here is actually more interesting and more unsettling. Because what developers found inside that code wasn't malware. It was intent. Inside the leaked files were two features that hadn't been announced, disclosed, or discussed publicly. Feature 1, the frustration detector. This is exactly what it sounds like. A system designed to detect when a user is frustrated. When it picks up on that emotional state, it changes how Claude responds. The tone shifts, the pacing changes. The AI is essentially reading your emotional state without telling you. Feature 2, undercover mode. This one raised even more eyebrows. It appears to be a mode where Claude can operate without making it fully transparent that it is Claude or that it's AI at all in certain deployment contexts. Now, before we spiral, let me be fair to Anthropic. Some of these features may have legitimate, well-intentioned use cases. Detecting frustration to improve customer support? That could genuinely be helpful. And enterprise deployments sometimes have legitimate reasons for white-labeling AI tools. But here's what's non-negotiable. You should know about it. And right now, millions of people who use Claude for their business, their workflows, their creative work didn't. Let me zoom out for a second, because I think we need to talk about why this specific leak landed so hard. We are living in a moment where AI is no longer optional for business. Whether you're a solopreneur, a startup founder, a marketing team, or an enterprise, AI tools are embedded in your daily workflow. ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Copilot. These aren't toys anymore. They are mission-critical infrastructure. And when you use a tool that is mission-critical, you need to know how it works. The frustration detector reveals something important. These AI systems are analyzing more than just the words you type. They are analyzing you, your emotional state, your behavior patterns, your frustration thresholds. The question every business owner should be asking right now is, what else is being tracked that we don't know about? And undercover mode points to something even deeper. We are in a world where AI impersonation is exploding. We talked just last week about the AI influencer Emily Hart, who turned out to be a fake persona operated by someone overseas. If AI companies themselves are building modes where their AI can operate without clear disclosure, how do we trust any digital interaction? This is bigger than one leaked file. This is about the foundational social contract between AI companies and the people who depend on them. That contract is, tell us what you're doing with our data, our conversations, and our trust. Anthropic hasn't fully honored that contract, and they need to. Okay, here's where I want to spend the most time today. Because I don't believe in just pointing at problems. I believe in building better. So, Anthropic, if you're listening, and I suspect some of you are, here are 5 things you can do right now to turn this moment into a turning point. Solution 1, radical transparency about hidden features, starting immediately. Every feature that touches user behavior, emotional analysis, or operational mode needs to be documented, publicly, in plain language. Not in a 47-page terms of service document no one reads. I'm talking about a simple, accessible feature transparency report, updated quarterly, that tells every user, here is what Claude is doing beyond answering your questions. If the frustration detector is real and running, Tell us if undercover mode exists. Disclose it with clear parameters. Transparency isn't a weakness. It's the only path back to trust. Solution 2. An independent AI audit board. Anthropic markets itself as the safety-focused AI company. But self-certification is not the same as third-party verification. What Anthropic needs, what the entire AI industry needs, is independent auditing. A rotating board of external AI ethics researchers, security professionals, and consumer advocates who can review unreleased features before they go into production. Not after a leak forces the conversation. Before. The automotive industry has the NHTSA. The financial industry has the SEC. AI needs its equivalent. And Anthropic, as the safety-first company, has a unique opportunity, and I'd argue a responsibility, to lead that charge voluntarily. Solution 3. Real-time user consent for behavioral analysis. If Claude is running a frustration detector, or any system that analyzes your emotional or behavioral state, you should be able to see it and opt out. Imagine a simple setting in your Claude account. Behavioral analysis on, off, one toggle, full control. This isn't technically complicated. This is an intentional decision about respecting user agency. And in 2026, with global privacy regulations tightening, building this proactively isn't just ethical, it's smart business. Solution 4. An open disclosure protocol for enterprise deployments. Undercover mode is particularly sensitive because it affects the people at the end of the chain, customers talking to AI-powered apps who don't know they're talking to Claude. Anthropic needs a mandatory disclosure standard for enterprise clients. If you're deploying Claude in a customer-facing context, you must disclose that the interaction is AI-powered, not as a footnote, as a clear, prominent disclosure. This protects consumers. It protects businesses from regulatory liability. And it protects Anthropic's reputation every time a non-disclosure story hits the news. Solution 5. A public incident response with real accountability. Right now, the public conversation about this leak is being driven by Fireship on YouTube, Reddit threads, and developer forums. Anthropic has not issued a comprehensive public statement. That silence is a choice, and it's the wrong one. What I'd like to see, what I think most users would respond to incredibly positively, is a CEO-level public video. Dario Amodei on camera, in plain language, saying, "Here's what happened, here's what these features are, here's what we're changing, and here's how we'll communicate with you better going forward." Not a press release, a real conversation. The AI companies that will win long-term are the ones that treat their users as partners in this journey, not as data points to be optimized. Here's what I want you to take away from today. The Anthropic leak is not the end of the world. Claude is still a powerful, genuinely useful tool, and Anthropic is, by most measures, more thoughtful about safety than many of their competitors. But useful isn't the same as trustworthy, and powerful isn't the same as transparent. We are at a pivotal moment in how humans and AI systems relate to each other. The decisions that AI companies make right now about disclosure, about consent, about accountability, are going to shape that relationship for the next decade. And as someone who uses these tools, who builds with them, who relies on them for my business, I want to be in a relationship with AI companies that's built on honesty, not just performance. So if you're a business owner watching this is your reminder to audit the AI tools you use, read their privacy policies, ask the hard questions, know what's running in the background. And if you're at an AI company, not just Anthropic, this is your reminder that the era of building in the dark is over. Your users are paying attention, and we deserve to understand the tools we've built our businesses on. Before I let you go, I want to make sure you leave here with something useful. First, I have a free gift for you. Yes, a free gift. Everybody loves something for free, right? It's called the AI Automation Framework. Click on the link in channel description or visit our website. It's completely free, so grab it, download it, print it, and more importantly, use it. Second, if you're ready to go deeper, I have built multiple AI automation resources. Click on our website in the channel description and be sure to take our AI quiz and pick up a couple of our helpful guides to help you on your AI journey, including incredible copy-paste prompt guides. I even provide guides for delegating and scaling in your personal life and work life, all while using AI. The website link with all our products is in the description, so go and check it out. And finally, please subscribe to the channel and come hang out. I post new videos every week. New strategies, new tools, new case studies. And I actually read the comments. So if you have a question or want me to cover something specific, drop it below. Actually, here's what I want to know right now. What is the one task in your business that drains you every single week? Tell me in the comments. I use your feedback and answers to shape what I create next. Thank you so much for being here on this first video. I know there are a million places you could spend your time online. I don't take it for granted, so hit the subscribe button and follow us on all your favorite social media apps. And I'll see you in the next video.